Hey guys, Nana here. I'm back with another video. Now today's video is going to be a little out of the norm for me because normally I like to collect my thoughts. I like to write somewhat of a script, notes, so I don't sound like a rambling fool. And normally I do not, as they say, raw dog foodies videos. I usually wait for reactors. But today I was a little bored and had some free time, and I saw she posted, so I thought, hey, I'm gonna go in and see what she's talking about. It was an update to a clinic visit or whatever. I can't remember what the title was. But when I heard some of the things that she was saying, I'm just like, I have to share my thoughts and opinions. I have to, because she's still not getting it. She's still not getting it. Now, granted, she has been given a sliver of hope to get her out of this condition that she's put herself into, but it's just not clicking. It is not clicking. And she's making it sound like it's just going to be a walk in the park, a piece of cake. Oh, wait, maybe I shouldn't say that. A piece of, I don't know, sugar-free, diabetic-friendly pie. And it's not. It's not. So I'm just going to be sharing the part that I want to react to. I'm not playing the whole video, but this is the part that kind of got under my skin and just makes you want to shake her and be like, oh, you know, you're not getting it. You're not getting it. So this is going to be a raw reaction from me, as well as a little bit of unsolicited advice. So let's go ahead and play the clip and then we'll talk about it.
A little slip to go anytime to set up an appointment for some diabetic education, which I will do very soon.
Now she's referring to a note that was given to her by her doctor because he is recommending that she take an educational course, class, whatever, on diabetes, on how to understand diabetes. And she says, I'll get to it soon. And I'm like, what are you talking about? That should be priority. That should be the first thing that you are doing, Foodie, because you are not understanding anything about diabetes. You're going off shit that you're seeing on TikTok. Now look, I'm not saying that I know anything about anything because I don't. Okay, I'm clueless when it comes to diabetes, but I can tell you this, that if it was recommended to me by my doctor to go educate myself in a course on diabetes, I would be on the phone making that appointment the minute I left his office. I would not be saying, I'll get to it soon. Why are you hesitating? You have nothing but time on your hands to make these appointments. And the further you put it off to make these appointments, you're going to fail. You're going to fail and you're going to blame everybody else because you're not going to want to take the accountability of you putting it off.
Yeah, by the time we were done my appointment and by the time we got done my appointment, everything, it was like getting pretty late and there didn't seem to be anybody in there.
Already making excuses. There didn't seem to be anybody in there. What did you ask? Did you say, hello, excuse me, I need to see someone. Is there somebody available? This is kind of urgent.
So we have to go at some point soon.
And then again, we'll have to get to it soon, putting it off. Why are you putting it off? If you're serious about this, you'd be doing it right away. Not, we'll have to get to it soon.
And see about arranging the diabetic education program, the obesity management, and the nutrition.
Oh, so there's 3 appointments that you have to set up. Have you done that yet? Maybe rather than sitting down and sharing all this personal information that you weren't going to share anymore, maybe instead of recording a video, you should be making those appointments. That's a thought.
So, and this can happen, this is like bing bang boom. I honestly,
this is the part that riled me up and actually made me get off my ass to make this video. It is not going to be bing bang boom. It's not. Oh my gosh. The level of delusion that you live in. Look, I get it, you were given a sliver of hope, but it's not going to be bing, bang, boom. It's not. It is going to take work. It is going to take dedication. It is going to take sacrifice. It is going to take you going through all the stuff that you have in your cupboards, all the stuff that you have in your refrigerator, and getting rid of anything that you should not be eating. And don't pull that shit that, oh, well, I buy this because Slaw likes to eat it. If he cares about you, then he's not going to have that shit in the house. So no, it's not bing, bang, boom, this is going to happen. It's going to take work. Are you willing to put the work into it? Are you willing to be dedicated to it? I think not. But you know what? Prove me wrong.
There's just lots of options, and I really am going to try to just be consistent with this, take my medication, go to these programs, and really try to see what I can do to improve myself.
You know what you need to do? You need to stop with the whole, I'm going to try. I'm going to try. I'm going to try to stay on top of things. I'm going to try to get better. Why don't you say, I am going to do? I am going to do. Big difference. The minute you put, I'm going to try, well, I might not. You just put it out there as like to cover your own ass. Well, I'm going to try. I'm going to try my best. Well, everybody knows you trying isn't your best.
And it's, going to be a process, but
It's going to be a process, and it's going to be a long process, probably a lifelong process, because the damage that you have done to yourself, the condition that you have worked yourself into by your gluttony. I know you say, oh, I have a food addiction and this. Your head is so filled with, I'm just a food addict. I love food. Food, 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 food. You put that in your own head. That's all you think about. Food consumes you 24/7. So yes, this is going to be a process. It's not going to be bing bang boom. It's not. It's going to be a lifelong process if you're really serious about it.
the main key thing here is I know I have to do my part. Like, I have to be really serious and seriously, no more BS. Like,
Yeah, enough with the BS, enough with the BS. But you know what you need to be done with? You need to be done with mukbanging. Yeah, you do. Because how are you going to sit here and, cry about the condition that you're in and say, I need to do this, I need to do my part, I need to be more serious. And you're going to continue to mukbang? What are you going to mukbang? Celery sticks, carrots, yogurt? What are you going to mukbang? But I'm very curious. Have you been completely honest with your doctors? Have you? I mean, you have told us that, so what if I eat on camera? It's my job. I get paid thousands of dollars to eat. Yeah, I have a clip of you saying that. I'm a feeder. So what? I get paid thousands of dollars a month. So what? Are you honest with your doctors? Have you told them? Have you pointed out your channel? Have you said, hey, here's my channel. Why don't you go check out my mukbanging? This is what led me to the situation, my overeating, my gluttony. Yeah, that's why I'm in the condition that I'm in, because, I just want to stick it to the haters and tell the haters, I can eat whatever. Look I'm okay. I'm invincible. I'm going to be around forever. Yeah, seems like you're effing around and finding out. But I'm just curious, are you honest? Are you honest with your doctors? Because you're not honest with your audience. You're not even honest with yourself. And I think if you would really take off the filters, take off the blinders, and be honest with yourself, that could improve your condition. But I don't know. The thing that is so intriguing about you is that you live in such a delusional fog, and it's just so unreal to me.
this is, for me, my health, and I can't muck around, and I can't afford to just stall for whatever reason anymore. Like, yes, food addiction, and I will always stand by that. Food addiction, eating disorders are horrible, and I'm sure that they can help me with that in the obesity clinic.
Look, I don't understand eating disorders. I've never had any type of issue other than eating a little bit too much now and then, and I'm a little chunky, but I don't understand eating disorders. I've never had experience with that. However, as a viewer, and when I hear you always fall back on, well, I'm a food addict and you don't know. I'm a binge eater and you don't know. I'm just like, you use it as a crutch. You always fall back on that. Anytime that anybody is criticizing how much you eat, what you eat, it's always, well, you don't understand. I'm a food addict. You sit there, you eat food, and you're talking about food. And to me, I'm just like, food just consumes you. It consumes you, and I think you use it as a crutch when you say, "Oh, food addict, food." It's a crutch, and until you can get your mind straight, your mind right, and stop being a victim to your food addiction, it's not going to change. What are you hoping will happen when you go to this obesity clinic? Because they're not going to do it for you. It's not going to be a quick fix. They're going to lay down the rules and say, okay, here's what we have for you. Now you follow it, because it's you. It's all on you, not them. They're going to lay down the outline, and you're going to have to go by that. So if you can't follow their guidelines, it's their fault? They failed because you give in to your food addiction? That's just what I'm wondering. What are you hoping comes from this visit, if you ever make the visit to this obesity clinic? Because you yourself said you cannot be restricted. You think that they're not going to restrict certain foods, certain amounts of foods? You said that you cannot be restricted, because the minute you start feeling restricted, you go berserk and you just overeat and you overdo because you don't want to be told that you can't have whatever. And then you've got Mr. over there bringing you food. He's enabling you. Is he putting his foot down now and saying, no, you can't have this, no, you can't have that? I kind of assume that because you're throwing a temper tantrum, and we've seen it in the past. When he doesn't give in to your demands, you throw a temper tantrum until he does. So he's not helping you any. So what are you hoping that this obesity clinic will do for you that you have not been willing to do for yourself?
I have severe issues with food, and so many, like, so I think that obesity clinic should be able to help learning, proper nutrition, especially like when you have type 2 diabetes. Type 2 diabetes is a bit different. So anyways, I'm just really hopeful, and I'll keep you guys posted with updates like this. I'm going to try to live a pretty normal life in between and do fun things around, try to, get out more, do whatever, I don't know, just, take care of my home, take care of my health. That's like the main thing I want to focus on right now.
In the end, what goes on in your life has zero effect on me whatsoever. Go to your appointments, don't go to your appointments. Make appointments, don't make appointments. Lose weight, don't lose weight. Eat, don't eat. Get better, don't get better. Control your diabetes, don't control your diabetes. I don't care. Has zero effect on me whatsoever. And normally, as I said, I don't let things get under my skin. And when they do, I try to find the humor in it. Because when I used to cover the drama queen, I used to say to my audience, the only way that I can make sense of any of this insanity is to find the humor in it. But when you sat there and just bada bing, bada boom, this is doable, I can do it, guys, I was like, okay, I can't find the humor in it. And in fact, that just infuriated me because it's not that easy. And I'm sure that anyone who is suffering with diabetes would agree that it is not easy. It is not an easy journey. It's not an easy life to live with diabetes. And if it was that easy, we would not have these people with diabetes who are losing their life to diabetes. Yes, I've had relatives lose their life because they had uncontrolled diabetes. They didn't take care of themselves. If it was that easy, we wouldn't have people on dialysis. We wouldn't have people losing limbs. Now, I get it. You get upset when people are making fun and saying you're going to lose a foot, an arm, whatever. But that's the reality of diabetes. Yeah, maybe it's not nice to make fun of it. But you know what? That's reality. And maybe that's how they have to deal with things, to find the humor in it too. So, yeah, so it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what you do. Commit to it, don't commit to it. I don't care either way. Just think about the things that you say. Don't sit there and be like, oh, yeah, it's just going to be so easy. Because it's not. It's not going to be easy at all. One last thing before I go. You're going to have to, I don't know, make your home more diabetic friendly, clean out your cupboards, clean out your refrigerator, get rid of the things that you're not supposed to be eating. That's ideal. That's the ideal thing to do, correct? So what are you going to do with your chat? Because you do have a lot of people in your chat who are always enticing you with food. So if you're going to be restricted, or if you're going to be following the guidelines of a dietitian or the obesity clinic, what are you going to do there? How are you going to handle that when they're begging you to do mukbangs? Because I really think you need to stop with the mukbangs. I mean, it wasn't a good look anyway for you claiming to be a food addict to continue with the mukbangs, but it's really going to be a bad look for you, being diabetic, severely diabetic, and continuing with the mukbangs, because I really think your doctor and possible future dietitian and staff at the obesity clinic, I don't think that they would agree with that too much. So yeah, you got a lot of things to think about, but you know what? Your journey, not mine. Anyhow, guys, I'm sorry if I sounded like a rambling idiot, but like I said, I don't have notes. This was just off the cuff, and normally I don't do that, so I don't ramble too much. But thankfully, I don't think this video is too long. Just had to get those thoughts out. But best of luck to you. Do it or don't do it. Doesn't matter to me. Anyhow, that's going to be it for me, and that's going to be it for this video. Remember, each and every one of you are awesome. Now go out there and make it a stellar day.